was prepared to speak out and suffered personally because of that. Someone who's continued to speak out and speak out for independence. Put your hands together, please, for Craig Murray.
This rally is timed every year for the anniversary of the 2014 referendum. This is the last time I'm going to speak at one of these, because by this time next year, we're going to be independent. I'm at the extreme impatient end of the spectrum. I've had enough of the United Kingdom. I've had enough of a country that's become a rogue state. I've had enough of a country that expresses its disgust at some drones hitting a Saudi oil facility, but which has armed and trained and equipped the Saudi bombers that kill children in Yemen every day and are doing it again today. I've had enough of the United Kingdom, which lost 13 votes to 1 on its colonial possession of the Chagos Islands at the International Court of Justice, and lost 111 votes to 7 at the United Nations General Assembly on the same issue, and yet continues to hold the Chagos Islands as an American nuclear base, and continues by force to keep the deported population of the Chagos Islands off those islands. I don't want to be part of that kind of disgusting imperial state. I don't want to be part of a state that holds my friend Julian Assange as a political prisoner for publishing the truth about American war crimes. We've had enough of the UK, and the UK is falling apart. The United Kingdom is disintegrating before our eyes. Its parliament has been illegally prorogued. The highest court in Scotland has said that the prorogation of the Westminster Parliament was illegal, so I don't give a bugger what an illegal justice from an imperial court down in London says on the subject. Scotland has said that the Westminster Parliament has been illegally prorogued in breach of the Treaty of Union. The Treaty of Union is not now operating. And I've had enough of waiting. I've had enough of waiting while the UK is embroiled in Brexit, while the UK is falling apart, while its political parties are disintegrating. We should be striking now for independence. I am not interested in a national conversation. I am not interested in a citizens' assembly. I don't even care what they're doing at Holyrood. I want to be an independent nation now. David Cameron came out a couple of days ago and said what we all know, that the monarchy interfered in the last referendum. The last referendum in 2014 was not a gold standard. The last referendum had massive media bias from the BBC and the plutocrat-owned media. The last referendum had dodgy postal votes. The last referendum had the breaking of purdah by the vow. There was nothing gold standard about the last referendum. And now I say to you this, we will shortly have a Westminster general election. A majority of independent supporting MPs at that general election elected should be the mandate to declare independence, not the mandate for another referendum. The time is now. The people are ready now. We are ready now. If we tell people in advance that a mandate from the general election will be a mandate for independence, that will be a fair and democratic vote. We are tired of waiting. We do not want the opportunity to slip. We don't want to be spectators at the disintegration politically of the United Kingdom, who give them time to reform, time to get their act back together. Now is the time for independence. Now is the time for ACT. Now is the time for Scotland. Thank you.